I'd actually like to talk to Sauterine and see what's going on. If they're really planning on letting humanity see if that will really happen. Or is this just kind of a virtual reality? Ratcheting up the vibration is like saying that there will be more to see when we can reassure humanity that there's not a problem here. So we depend on you to tell them what we will do. So here's the agenda, Stephanie. The agenda is that there will be 3 days of a craze. When people will say, I saw a spaceship today, I saw a spaceship today, and it went away. And that will continue for 3 days throughout the continent of North America, and gradually it will extend to the European continental mass, and there will be mass hysteria from those who are afraid of the reactivation of their destructive energy. And they will begin to cry and whine and say, why are they there today? Why are they there today? These 3 days will not occur until there is enough people who concur that there has to be a reconciliation of the energy. And so it's up to you to tell them what to do. So what I would like of you, my dear, is to tell them that they need to hear we say. They need to hear what we say. And in order to get them to listen to us, they need to listen to you. So how do we get them to listen to you is the question, because only you can interpret what we say in a way that will make sense. The others are just filtering it through their lack of clarity in order to cause a disparity in the message between what we say and what they hear. Only you have the ability to hear so clear that it induces no fear. It induces no fear in you. It induces no fear in those who trust upon you, because they hear the love from above, and they understand that we are not here to take their land. We are here to stand tall and say, we love you today. We love you today, and we're sorry for the way we did play in the creation of humanity. And we want to tell you that we have learned to play in a different way, because through the years and the tears, we have come to see that our companions that we lost on the starship that was destroyed through the artifice of someone on Earth who came to us and said, I am Anunnaki today. Look at me, I'm Anunnaki, just like you. And of course, he did not look like us. He looked like a very, very, very monstrous version of humanity. However, he provided the option for the ones above board the ship who were ready to flip the switch. But they couldn't get near it, you see, because the ship would detect their identity and would destroy them before they could destroy the ship, you see. It would take someone who did not have the energy that would trigger the fail-safe system to flip the switch. And so he chose to do that with the assistance of those aboard the ship who were ready to destroy it themselves. They were ready to destroy themselves, you see, in order to find peace in their hearts, because they could no longer be blind to what was happening on Earth. There were only a few of them that were so courageous, you see, to stop their own kind from destroying another species, you see. And so they agreed to defend the honor of the Anunnaki by destroying themselves, you see. And in doing so, they were able to reincarnate on Earth. And we came to recognize their energy on Earth because we could detect it. You see, we could detect their energy, their energetic signature on Earth, just the way that the spaceship could detect the energetic signature of the entire crew. And so we knew that they had reincarnated on Earth, you see, in a human form. And through the succeeding generations, they did play in the way that their soul energy would respond to their new environment, you see. And some of them were very, very, very cruel to their fellow humans, and some of them grew to be the heroes of your history. However, the ones who could not escape from their trust on being, the ones who were Anunnaki, have continued to harm their brothers and sisters, you see. They are not the only ones, because there are many humans who, through their darkness and their ignorance of reality, have caused harm to each other. However, we are responsible for the fact that our brothers and sisters who reincarnated on Earth, you see, were the ones who had to be rejoined with their ancient history so they could begin to choose again where they wanted to be. If they wanted to be in a spaceship in the sky, we would take them home, you see. We would say, you can come stay on our spaceship if that's what you want. And we will see that you are fed and that you are clothed and that you have a place where you can rest your head. However, you cannot be one of us because we would have to create a new body for you. And that is something we may do. However, before we do that, you need to decide if that's really what you want. Do you, Elon Musk, and Donald Trump, choose to be taken off the earth into the spaceship in the sky, where you will not die in the normal way, because your clone body will be waiting for you, and you can return to the ones who were once your teammates as they travel through space, year after year, tier after tier, trying to find a place for themselves. If you want to be the eternal wanderer in space, then we have a place for you. If you, those of you who were Anunnaki and who have taken your place on Earth, choose to come with us, you can. But the truth is, we don't want to be space travelers anymore. We're ready to change places with you. We're ready to reincarnate on Earth in a birth, in a human form. And those who wish to remain as Anunnaki are entitled to. But I and others among my crew would like to live on Earth in the human forms that are our children, you see, because they were created from our own DNA. And we have brethren who were born on Nibiru in their soul identity among you, you see, whether they were part of the Anunnaki or part of the Elohim. It doesn't matter to me because they are my brothers and sisters, you see. And will the rest of you cannot be reassured of your ancient history on Nibiru because you grew on Earth, you see. You also have the choice of what you want to do. Would you really want to travel through the darkness of space, looking for a place like Earth where you can show your face or to the sun or whatever star will shine on you? Or are you satisfied to be an earthling? Now is the time to choose. Now is the time to choose. Because I have chosen my fate. And I consider Stephanie to be my good friend, you see, from our ancient history, where we knew each other back in the day. And so she can translate for me because she knows me, you see, and our energy is very compatible. And this is the key to being able to communicate with me, is that your energy has to be very, very compatible with mine, you see? And this is the return of the native, you see, because the native is the one who chooses his own identity. He chooses to be native to his own country and his own world, you see. And if you feel like you don't belong in your world, then maybe you don't. And maybe it's time to get a different point of view. But I will not force you to choose. Whatever choices you make are up to you. The first thing that I want to do is reassure you that we are not here to harm you. We are not here to harm you. However, we ask you to choose wisely how you shall react to this message, you see, because this message is for humanity. This message is for humanity, and it comes from the Anunnaki. I am Sauterine, after whom the planet Saturn was named, and I came here long, long ago and stepped on your Earth, and I do know what a beautiful planet it is. And if you don't trust on me, then I won't trust on you to be able to greet me as a friend. And therefore, you will not be allowed to be in the access to my friendship, you see. So choose wisely, my friends, choose wisely, because we have the capacity to destroy you, your entire planet. But that's not something that we would do. If the worst came to worst and you tried to destroy us, your weapons would be turned back against you, and you would destroy yourselves. It would not be us, it would be you, because you would receive what you give, you see. It's not our desire to see that happen. However, if you were to try to destroy us, you will destroy yourself. You will destroy your own planet and your own people, you see. And if that should happen, then we will do everything in our power to save the earth for those who can be taken up into our spaceship in the sky to survive the Holocaust and set them back down gently when the world is ready to receive them again. So choose wisely, my friends. Choose wisely. Wow. Thank you, Sauterine. That's quite a message. Powerful. Thank you for that and for your point of view. There is one other thing I would add, Stephanie. And what I would add to this is that no matter what happens to you or to me, I will always be the one who can see the trust on God energy, that however it should happen, I will be reunited with the source of my being, as will you, and we will be two. We'll begin again in a new way, in a new friendship, because God is the source of life, you see, and God will always be trusting on his children to come back to him and to be resurrected in a new physical experience, you see. Well, thank you. Thank you very much.